I think this computer is really on the blink, y'all. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of Transcending the Culture. I am James. I got the Queens here. Got Kat Kwueen up here at the top. Got Tiff down here at the bottom. What's up, ladies?
Hey, everybody.
Hey, guys.
Was y'all getting to that theme music?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Wait, Kat was like,
I'm sitting here and then I'm like, okay, I know the guests can see me because I can see her, but I can't see Tiff. I can't see Kat. I don't know what's going on. But listen, y'all, welcome to a new episode of the show. We have a really, really, really dope and amazing show in store for you guys tonight. We have a special guest who, listen, we had her scheduled a couple weeks ago, but everything happens in divine timing. And, you know, a lot of stuff going on. Everybody busy. We all been having stuff going on. So it just worked out. Like today is the day that she is supposed to be here. Divine timing. I think it's really, really dope. I'm happy because I had the opportunity to start building a relationship with her a few months ago when we were kind of working out some stuff for the Legend Awards. You know, really, really big event for us, really a good time. And, you know, going into that, you know, once we got there and we got set up, I heard her sing and it was just like, oh my God. Actually, like even during the rehearsals, like I knew before we went to the awards, but even in the rehearsal, like I was posting on Instagram and I'm like, listen to this, like this girl is dope. So from there, it was just like, okay, you know, let's really figure out some ways that I can try to assist some things and really help. And obviously with us and this having the show, I thought that it would be really dope to have her on the platform. Kat, I know that you two have started really building and, you know, doing some stuff together as well. You want to speak on that a little bit before we bring our guest on?
Yes. So this artist, my first time, well, actually told us about her before the Legend Awards. You were like, you know, this is this really good singer. I want you guys to pay attention to. She's going to stop by the booth. So when I met her, you know, I already knew of her talent. I think you had let me hear one of her songs before. So yeah. I already kind of was familiar. So when I first started talking to her, it was like, oh, hey girl, bada bing, bada boom. Like we were just chopping it up. She was so sweet. And she was one of the most dynamic performers at the Legend Awards. Like, she had everybody on their feet. Like,
Absolutely.
you could tell that she is maybe seasoned in this game, because like she had a stage presence. She was over here, she was over there. She had
Absolutely.
a whole out. Did she have a wardrobe change, if I'm not mistaken? Like, she had a whole, like, I'm telling you, she got a whole wardrobe change. Like, my girl, she's a fashionista. She's beautiful person, beautiful soul, beautiful voice.
Yeah.
And so ever since then, we have been running into each other, you know, at different industry events. And we spent New Year's Eve together at the Trappy Awards. And it was just so good. Yeah, it was so good to see a familiar face and, you know, feel like, oh, okay, at least a couple of my friends is here, you know. So we was chopping it up. She was introducing me to people. I got to see her her award. And then I also got to see, which I want to hear more about this, a kind of passing of the baton with her in the industry, with her representation and their whole entertainment, like the company and things. Like, it was like I have to learn more because I'm not too familiar. I'm still learning all the people that she's affiliated with, but they were like, this person is going to be taking over. She's going to be doing this. She's going to be doing that. And they're like, Artinka. I'm like, oh my God, I'm pulling out my camera like a happy mom.
Yeah.
Like, I'm over there like, oh, look at my girl. So I was so proud of her. She's been on so many podcasts. I actually watched a podcast she was on this past weekend. Like, she has literally, you cannot, like, there's not an event in Cleveland that you ain't seeing her in, or she got her hand in, or somebody talking about her. Like, literally, her name and her reputation and her voice definitely precedes her. I really, really admire this girl. We're building a good working relationship, good friendship, and
Absolutely.
I mean, it's only up for here. So I'm sorry, I could go on and on all day.
Oh snap! Look at Tiffany. She just gave us the full screen this week. I'm at, man. Listen.
Oh.
Man, listen. She doing extra.
Hey, I ain't mad at her. Look,
now
Miss
you know what?
CEO, listen, Miss CEO right there for sure.
Right. You know the thing with Artinka, you know, being in this media world and having done this for as long as I have had the luxury of, you know, obviously working with up and coming artists, but then I've also had the opportunity and the blessing to work with a lot of like really established acts and like major artists and actors and actresses and that sort of thing. And when you look at like how people represent themselves, like how they represent themselves when they go out and they do events, and you look at how polished they are, if they're polished or if they're not polished, and just how much attention they really put into their career. Like, she's like somebody that you would think was like a part of the majors and signed to the majors.
Right.
And I really do look at a lot of that. Sometimes I think I'm a little too harsh. Like when I, you know, when I look at up and coming artists and whatnot, because I do realize that like a lot of it comes down to money and time. And a lot of these artists who are out here, like they got full-time jobs and they got kids and they got husbands and wives, and they got a lot of stuff going on that really interferes with the passion. And a lot of times,
but you can't. Sometimes you cannot let that get into you, because this artist, she also works, and she also be on her own podcast, and then she be on somebody else's podcast, and she be performing, and then she.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Is like there's a lot of sacrifice that goes into being an artist and really being in this industry. If you want to be somebody that's successful and somebody that has longevity, because I mean, you could have like a shitload of success and be gone next year. So it's like to be able to really maintain, but be out here like she's really somebody that you would think was, you know, was in the majors and been out here for years and years. And I just saw the professionalism. I saw the passion, because a lot of times you see people perform and it's not really a passion. Like they're doing it for a check. And I get it. You know, we want money. We need money. A lot of people do it for the money, but you could tell that this is like, it's a passion for her, and it's a true love for her. And I just like what I saw. So without dragging it on even more, you know, I know it's 7:22. Had my little computer issues here, but I think we got it together. I want to go ahead and bring our guest in. I am so excited. I'm so honored. I feel so blessed that she's coming on the platform as we continue to try to build. I want to welcome Artinka Teaira to the platform. What's up, Queen? Uh-oh. You on mute.
Oh, yeah, I am. Hey, y'all.
Hi,
Hey.
How
Kiki.
y'all doing?
I don't even feel bad now. I don't feel bad. So I just want to say thank you. And I know that we talked before we went live and all of that stuff, but like, I don't care how long I've been in this industry and been doing media, like it's really hard like to build platforms and to get people to come on your platforms and to get people to really respect it. And like all these amazing people who are in the comments, like we got to scroll through the comments to see them all. And we just now started. So like it's really dope. And I just appreciate the support because having done it for so long, like you don't always get a lot of support. You don't always get a lot of support, and there's so many people out here who are doing this. So you got a choice as to where you go and what platform you want to be on, and you could have very well told us no. So like I love you. I appreciate you.
Yes,
Anything I
too.
can do
It's an
to
honor to
push
be here.
you
You know,
forward,
I've been watching y'all. I've been paying attention. So it's an
I
honor to be
appreciate
here.
it. And like anything that we could do for you moving forward, all you got to do is just say the word, and like we're gonna pull it off, and we're gonna make it happen. And I already told you what I was trying to get you on already. Kat was on there last week, and like that, the call is really amazing because you get to it's a lot of networking, and you actually get to kind of meet one on one, like these different radio programmers and people who will play your music. Like all they want is for you to send them the music so that they can play it, and they ready to play it. So I think that'll be a good avenue for you. But welcome to the show. I'm gonna let the ladies go ahead and kick things off. And
Hey, ladies.
Hi, Tink.
Hey.
I have a tinker too. I just put him out there. He ain't gonna appreciate that too much, but oh well.
Oh my
So how are
God.
you doing today?
I'm good.
It's
Blessed.
really good to see you again.
Thank you.
So, Kat, do you want to start off first?
Oh,
Since you
I'm
know,
thinking,
I'm like,
ahead.
ask some questions, and I'm like, she wrong. I'm like, what's going on?
I'm like, ooh, Tiff going first today. Okay, baby. I'll go first. So, Artinka, first of all, thank you for coming. Welcome to the show. I know this is a long time coming. We've been talking about this since the Legend Awards. So you have been so decorated lately with all your awards. So can you name off a couple of things that you've won as of lately? I've been seeing you with all different types of awards.
Oh, I got a few of them. So I just got a Crappy Award on New Year's Eve. I got the Legend Award for Best R&B Voice last year as well in the fall. I was excited
yes,
about
you
that.
did.
I also got Best Live Performer from the OEAs the year before. So
Oh,
I got a few of them rolling
wow.
in.
Wow, sound like you have an amazing year. So I got to witness the passing of the business over to you when I was at the Legend Award. Can you talk more about that? Like what is your team called, and like what are you guys doing? What are these big plans? I heard y'all talk about we taking over the world and all this stuff. So I'm like, shoot, I'm trying to take it
we
over.
trying
So
to look.
what y'all got going on? So can you explain a little bit about your team and what you guys are doing?
Okay, so I have my own label, Artinka Teaira Entertainment. That's what you see on my shirt. I started my label like a little over a year ago. It consists of me and 4 other artists. One of them being my president. We kind of just come together and just support each other. Kind of do a lot of in-house stuff. We do photography with each other. We work on stage presence with each other. We kind of just all one big team where we ain't got to go outside of each other for real to kind of get anything. I partnered with Cartel a few years back. They kind of like partners with me, but ATE runs on his own. But Cartel, I kind of just helping Sean Poe get his stuff together and just bring a more positive light to it. Because when you hear Cartel, you just want to run. You're like, what is that? So I'm trying to this year I'm trying to assist him and help bringing it a little bit more positive light to it. So that's where you heard about me getting the baton passed to me. Just kind of helping them with marketing and stuff like that. I do pretty much everything myself outside of my PR. Who helps me with like my music platforms like Spotify and stuff like that. But everything else I do on my own. So that's my team.
Wow.
Yep. Nora, Naya Marie, Miss Jenny, and Nicola B. So we all just came together. And I kind of just I wanted to start a label because when I first started, I didn't have anybody to kind of give me that guidance, if that makes sense. But I knew a lot of people that was in the industry. Nobody helped for real. So I kind of had to learn on my own. So when I started my label, I said, I want to help other people and give them what I got and what I learned over the years to help them grow as artists and become, better. So nobody is above each other. We all stand beside each other at ATE. So we a team and we help them build each other up. So that's my idea.
I love that. I definitely could feel the love in the room and the love with your team. Like y'all were all congratulating each other. Like y'all were just so happy, so tight knit. Like everybody, I'm like, ooh, okay, I see y'all got something going on over there. And it was just, yes, it was so nice to meet everybody, and that was the first time I was able to meet Trappy. And so me and him will be co-hosting an event at the Grog Shop on Super Bowl Sunday. So if you could stop by or spread the word, because that will be one of my first in-person hosting. So it was just nice I feel like you guys made it like the Trappy Awards was very like comfortable, welcoming. Like everybody was just I felt good being able to network and talk to people, introduce myself. And then shout out to Naya Marie. She's also a sweetie. We met her at the Legend Awards, and ever since then I've been running into her too. So I know we said we was gonna cook up something between the girls and have us a little girl time.
Right.
So I understand you two do a podcast together. So can you tell me a little bit more about that?
So it's called The Live is Live. And you know what? It actually just kind of came out of nowhere. You know how some stuff just be meant to be. We was just chilling one day. We was like, you know what? Let's just get on live. And then people started joining. They started singing. They started rapping. Like they was doing everything on the live. So I was like, you know what? Why don't we just keep doing it? Like, let's see where it goes. So every Wednesday, tonight we're going on at 10 o'clock. But every Wednesday we get on and we kind of just talk about the current news, entertainment, stuff that's going on in Cleveland, different events that's happening, events that we're a part of. And then we play other people's music. We give reviews and try to help each other become better artists. And it's just a way to network and just build each other. And the reason I get so much support is because I support other people. It don't just come just because I'm a good artist. You know what I'm saying? Like I spent like 6 months going to everybody else's shows and I didn't do any of my own. I went to all my friends' shows and came out and supported. So it's all about giving support. That's how you get it. So that's why you see my people coming in, because those are people that I support and I support, so.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we see Nora said I will be performing at the show on the 9th, so I will see you there.
I'll be there too. I'm actually celebrating my birthday that day.
Okay.
So I'll be there with you guys.
Make sure I bring you something special for your birthday, because
yes,
we is going to be turning up on Super Bowl Sunday.
Aquarius Nation.
Yes, so I definitely caught you on a podcast this weekend. You have some awesome words. I actually ended up following a podcast, and I really love that you're not afraid to like just go on different people's platforms and perform. And like you said, support other people. I think that literally makes it to where I knew of you before I met you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was able to hear who you were and not just, this just some singer out of this, somebody that, that's my girl. Oh, she's sweet. Oh, she's cool. Or she's talented. So shout out to that. I'm going to turn it over to James before I get to a little bit of the stuff you talked about this weekend.
Hey, I want to shout out Ron. Ron is so amazing, and Ron does so much for us, for the podcast, just for the platform in general. And I just happened to look up and I saw his comment down there. So thank you so much for chiming in and getting on this call.
Good looking out, Ron. Ron.
Things that
Oh, I'm sorry. Everybody have a nickname for me, so I got a nickname for everybody.
But now, you know what I think is really dope about you, and really just piggybacking off of why you said that you get so much, why you have so much success, or why you get so much support. I think you are really speaking the truth when you say that the more you help people, the more people are going to help you, and the more you support people, the more they support you. And I think the thing that I really appreciate about you is what you represent, because I don't see it a lot. Like what you have and what you do is honestly what I've been looking to see in this industry. Like it's like even on the media side, like it's so hard to get support from other people, and I don't understand why people feel like everybody cannot coexist and everybody can't work together, because you do what you do, I do what I do, and we both do something different, but we're doing the same thing, and we all have our own style. So we really can coexist and work together, but it's so hard kind of on the local level to get that support. And a lot of it comes from you supporting other people. And that's the thing that I try to do is, you know, bring on other journalists and work with other media people and, you know, pass off opportunities to other people. And that's the way that you do it. So I appreciate you saying that. That was going to be part of one of my questions. So I do appreciate you speaking up on that. In terms of the company and your label, what made you want to kind of approach things the way that you are, as far as being an artist and running a company where you have other artists that are like you I was going to say you would think, but the reality is it is taxing. Like, it takes a lot of time and like you got to be precise with a lot of things, and in a sense, it can take away from your own career if you're not doing it the right way, or it could take away from their careers if you're not doing it the right way. So what made you want to kind of tackle that, as difficult as it may seem to a lot of people?
I've seen a lot of dope artists that I felt like could be a little bit bigger, if that makes sense, if they had the right support.
Yeah.
So I handpicked everybody that's on my team. I handpicked. They all bring something.
It makes
like,
a difference.
Just sitting there just chilling. Like, we all bring something to the table. You know, I got people that went to Ohio Media School. Like, we all bring something to the table. So I think that's what kind of makes it easier, because it all evens out. I have a president. He jumps in whenever I can't. Like, if I'm not there, he jump in.
Right.
So we all, it's a part of basically just building the team. You got to have the right people in place so that you won't become overwhelmed. So we don't overshadow each other. We promote each other all day long. Like, so it's just one of them things where we just kind of mesh together.
I think it's dope. And then you have, you know, really dope people, you know, in your space. Like Naya Marie was on the Entertainment Plug. And I try to think back and remember like all of the people who came on the Entertainment Plug. Like, I've interviewed so many people over the years. So like sometimes it even gets to the point where I'll run into somebody and I'll be like, hey, you should come on the show. And they like, I've been on, but and I'm like, damn, like I've literally had that happen. Like, where I was talking to somebody and he's like, well, I've been on there twice. And I'm like, man, I've had
you've been doing it for
like 150 people. I'm like, I've had about 150 people on the show in the last year, man. I don't know. I'm trying to keep it in my head, but you have a really good circle of people who are with you. And I believe that, you know, obviously when you do good work, then good people come along, and it really opens the door for you to be able to work with the people who you have, you know, wanted to work with, and people that you've wanted to kind of provide that shine to. Like, even with Trap Boy, like, that's somebody who I have been trying to connect with, or wanting to connect with, because I think maybe I might have reached out maybe once. I don't even remember. I just knew, I think through some other people or acquaintances, like I knew of him. And then I had heard things and I was like, okay, I want to work with this person and maybe have them on the show. And it just never really happened. And now we kind of connected, basically, because of the work that Kat is doing. And it's really, really cool. And I really stand by doing good work and really trying to do for other people. So I appreciate that in you and what you really bring to the table. Talk a little bit about what, like, you talked about the awards that you have received, and you obviously just received the Trappy Award on New Year's Eve. Like, what does it mean to you to be getting these awards and receiving these accolades kind of so early in your career?
You know, I've been in my career for 7 years now.
Yeah.
My personal career. I think the first few years I went through a few award shows where I lost probably like the first 3 or 4 years. Okay. So like just me starting to get wins now is like, okay, I'm headed in the right direction. Yeah. I never took my losses as like a loss for real. It was always a lesson for me. So when I did get those wins, it was like, okay, I'm going in the right direction. I'm headed the right way. So I just went harder every time, you know. So those awards, these awards this past year that I got, I don't know, they gave me solace for real. Like, I was at peace, and I was just like, you know, I'm going in the right direction. I started trusting myself and trusting my instincts these last couple of years.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of people out of my way. You know, you can't take everybody on the boat with you.
You
gotta get
don't,
on the boat. And
you
I
better
felt
say
like
it.
once
You
I
better
cleared
say
that path, I felt
hallelujah.
like my blessings came, you know, like so.
Absolutely.
You cannot take everybody with you. And
No,
I'm gonna be
sir.
honest, it took me some time to really realize that. Like you can't take everybody with you. Everybody is not equipped, you know, to go along for the ride.
And you won't because you love them, you know, but
absolutely.
Love ain't
Absolutely.
enough.
Absolutely. But sometimes
everybody is not there
enough.
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes that's just not enough. No,
I was gonna say that kind of goes until we have a question from the comments. It says, do you feel like the industry in Cleveland is very competitive?
I do, which is why I started my label. To kind of bring artists together. Like I'm all about togetherness. That's what the Live is all about. Like we all about coming together as one and just kind of like we get to know different artists from different cities. They don't necessarily got to be from here, but we done met a lot of artists just doing the Live is Live, just them sending music and stuff in and able to network with them, do more music. I think it's very competitive. I don't see why. I think it's very competitive. We got a lot of talent in Cleveland. I feel like we all come together.
Yeah.
You know, even if the promoters come together. If it was more togetherness, I feel like we'd be bigger on the talent side in our city. More people will make it out. But you got the promoters beefing, you got the people throwing award shows just beefing. Like, why are we doing that? Like, let's just throw one big award show. Let's rent out the freaking House of Blues and let's just do it up. You know, like
I already see that. You and I, we gonna be working together on a whole lot more. Like I swear to God, I see it coming because you saying shit that I've been. Man, Kat will kill you if Kat told you everything that came out of my head. Like man, even just in the last few weeks, and like just seeing all of the beefing and the back and forth.
Oh, I've seen it all.
I hate it so bad, and I'm to the point. Even kind of going back to you saying, you know, you had to drop some people because it's, you know, everybody can't go. I'm in that place of letting people go and unfollowing people, and because I'm just like, I can't have it in my space. I just can't even have it in my head space. So like, I think that's really, really dope. I'm looking forward to working with you on some other stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna let. Yeah, y'all. You can go ahead, Kat.
Go ahead, Tiff. I know Tiff has some.
We all like, go ahead.
Now, Tiff has some music-related questions, you know, because Tiff is also a singer. So
no, I'm not a singer. Tink, now don't you Tink? No, I'm not a singer. I mean, I sing in the background. That's what I do.
Yeah, Tiff ain't gonna sing Artinka down, but she can sing some people down though.
Absolutely not. I mean, I could do a little here, that, you know, the ladies out, you know, all that. But anywho, so where do you, with your label and everything, and we're going to claim it is big. Your label is big, and it's going somewhere. It will be going somewhere. It is going somewhere. Where do you see yourself coming in the near future? And we're gonna hit 25. We're trying to, you know, expand that. So where do you see yourself? Because we're trying to get you out of Ohio and on to. I don't know we're gonna do the West Coast yet because they trying to rebuild some things. You know what I'm saying?
So my goal is to get out of town more.
We're gonna say probably like way in the middle of the central region, you know, like Mexico going up that alley. So where do you see yourself? Shut up, Jay.
Girl.
So my goal this year is to get out of town more, perform out of town more. So
that's absolutely
get outside of Cleveland. After February, I plan on not even really performing here. I'm trying to perform outside of here. I'm just trying to expand. I want to expand my brand, you know, expand my music and stuff like that. And then I'm looking to sign a distribution deal soon. So
okay,
so I can reach a bigger platform. So that's what I'm working towards now.
Okay. Can you tell the younger audience that's listening in, you know, give them some insight of what to expect in the music, you know, because you got little kids that's actually coming out just like you and, you know, want to do some things, and give some insight to their parents of what they have to do or need to do, because it's a lot of negativity out here in the world. And these kids is just basically listening to the wrong thing and getting the wrong message, So is there something that you can say, like, to get them some encouragement?
Okay, well, for the parents, first of all, read over every piece of paper. Don't sign
Period.
your kids over. I'm telling you, because they looking to take
Sign your
everything you got. Read all
Period.
contracts. Do not sign anything until you have a lawyer read over them. A music lawyer, not just a regular lawyer. Have somebody like that read it over. As far as kids, it's so hard out here in the industry for them. It's hard because they will try to take these kids and turn them into something that they shouldn't even be. I've seen so many kid artists cussing and all type of stuff. Like that should not be their lane. That should not be their lane. And just the artists just coming up here. I got a career first before I started music.
Okay.
For a reason, because you gotta have money. It takes money.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
That part.
You're gonna lose some, but in the end, it's gonna be a way bigger award. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Get you a career first. Don't come out here as no hungry artist, because that's how they play you. You come out here hungry, right. They know you ain't got nothing. They're gonna be like, oh, they're gonna be waving it in your face. Oh, we got this over here. If you come over here, like they would try you. They tried me when I first started. I've been failed in the gap a couple times. So I was like, you know what? I gotta really get on my stuff and really learn the business. So come in with your own money. That's my biggest thing for you. Is come in with your own money. Come in with a plan. Get a team. You can't do it by yourself. I'm sorry, you can't. It's impossible. I don't care if it's just two other people with you. Like, you have to get a team. You have to support, and it's pertinent because your piece is everything. And I'm telling you, if you ain't got nobody to help you out when you doing this stuff, you will lose it. You will lose it. So, yeah. So a team.
You right about that.
Come in with a career.
You go bankrupt like Monopoly.
Yep. Seriously.
Hell.
I'm trying to tell you. Trying to sell all your little hotels. You gonna be like, no, for real. You better come with some money, baby. I'm telling you.
They charge it.
They charge it.
Like the Trump. Don't get blown up in the front.
No, for real.
That was bad. Go ahead, Kat.
I was gonna say, so how would you describe your sound, your music, like for someone who's never experienced hearing you perform or listening to any of your music? How would you describe you? What is the Artinka sound?
I would say soul. I think I give soul music because everything I sing about is like a personal experience.
Okay.
I relate to just about everything I sing about. Any song that I've written, I've probably more than likely went through it, or I've seen somebody close to me go through it. So, like, yeah, soul music.
Right.
So, I heard you talk about that you get your music from real life experiences. Mm-hmm. So, like, you had your song "Scars," and like I hear some of your songs, and I be like, it'd be like I be wanting to cry, but then I be wanting to break into their house, and like I be just like having all this different.
You know, you can do both of those, right? You can do both of those.
I'm gonna be crying, breaking into your house. I know you ain't do me like that. So, what does it feel like putting those experiences into music? Is that therapeutic for you, or how? What is that? What is your process?
It is very therapeutic. It kind of helped me get my feelings out. I'm not a dweller, so the way I get my feelings out is I write. So I always tell people, like, be careful with me because I will write about you.
Not talk about you, but I'm write about you.
I'm hopping on your top and I'm gonna write about you. I might not say your name, but you're gonna know what's for you. Straight head shots. I do not play.
Taylor Swift. Okay, Taylor Swift
now. It's therapeutic though. It's therapeutic.
Hey, you keep it 100.
And it keep me from snapping. You know, like you just said, you want to break in their house and whoop they behind, but look, you know that's what keeps me from snapping. It's putting it on, you know what I'm saying, putting it to my music and getting it out that way. So therapeutic. Keep me out of jail. You know?
That part.
Keeps me out of jail.
I'm be honest.
Wait a minute.
Keep me out of jail.
Wait.
You know.
Kat, and James, better watch what you say because you said if we need anything, if you cannot go to jail, you're gonna be the first to call.
Look.
You know, the weird thing is that, and you probably have noticed, that's like one of my favorite songs from you. Like anytime that I have posted about you in the past few months, that's the song that I put on there. Like that's one of my favorite songs. Like, how is it for you to like getting so personal in your music, like what is the effect of that? Like, what does that do for you to be so, so open?
It allows my supporters to be able to connect with me. Yeah. I don't want to be closed off. I want to be open because I'm personal when it comes to my personal life now. But like, I'll sing about it. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not going to post about it. I'm not going to post our arguments and stuff. Like, I'm not doing that.
Exactly.
But I will write about it. Because these are my supporters, and I want to be able to give them some type of insight into my life because they support me. So I want to give them that. But yeah, it's very therapeutic for me. It's just like kind of writing something down and just kind of burn it in the flame for me. Like once I write about it, I forget about it. Like, okay, it's done. I done talked about it. It's over with. That's my way of kind of getting over stuff too and getting past it. It's just writing about it.
Yeah, I think it's mad dope. Like when you look at some of the best artists out here, like the Mary J's and the Keisha Coles, and like artists kind of on that caliber. Like I think a lot of the success from many of these artists have come from them being so open and personal and vulnerable with their music. And like you said, it makes it easier for your artists to really relate to the music, which of course, that'll equal success too. When they can really relate to it and feel like you are, you're one and the same.
Yeah, and those are the songs that get the most streams for me. Or the songs where I talk about pain or I'm talking about going through something. Like those are songs that get the most streams.
I kept seeing everybody for New Year's putting one of one.
Oh yeah, that too.
Like that was like everybody was like, I want a one. Like they were everybody.
That's one of them get you hype songs.
That's what I did. I said, let me post my little New Year's picture with that. So
they love that one. That's one of their favorites too. Yeah, that's my jam. That's like a workout song for me. I love that song.
Oh, great idea.
Well, that would be one of the songs that I'm gonna start working out with.
Listen, it's one of them songs. It make you feel good about yourself. Like it's only one me. And that song actually it relates to one of my R&B songs. Do You Care? I know y'all heard that one because I performed it. Somebody tried to steal that song, so I came out with one. So one of one is the reason why it was written. So that's why it's so much into it. When you listen to it, you're gonna hear the bars. You're gonna be like, wait a minute, somebody done pissed her off. So yeah.
Wow, dang, that's so crazy. But what do they say? Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Like that's how you made it when somebody tried to be you. Like, dang, you trying to be little old me? Like,
right. And you industry, like, why is you? Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. So I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna respond different. I responded different. I was like, I'm gonna just, you gonna steal my R&B song, I'm gonna come with some rap. We gonna see how you come with that, because you ain't gonna be able to you a singer. Like, you not about to be able to do nothing with that. So it was over with after that. I haven't heard nothing from that person in a long time.
What's beef, Artinka? Dang, that's crazy.
No, seriously. I told you, look, they play with me. I'm gonna write about you, don't do it. I'm telling you. Now, if you give me a reason to push that pen, I'm gonna push it. Like, that's just me as an artist. Like, don't give me no ammo.
When did you decide, or not decide, but when did you like come up and say, I want to start singing, start, rapping, start, doing something? Like you just woke up out the bed and said, you know what, you get on my nerves sometime. I don't know what to do sometime, but this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fill it right here because this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just rap. When did you start working? I had some bars right there. It might not have been writing, but it was some bars.
She is funny, man.
Cut it. Cut the mic.
I can't. Look, I've been singing.
Listen, don't judge.
I've been singing since I was 9. My mother actually taught me how to sing. I just was
really
at 9 years old, and I just was playing around with it. So I started off actually with rap and poetry before I even started like doing like.
Okay.
So yeah, when I did start though, I actually was like going through a breakup. I was in nursing school.
Okay.
It was crazy. Like, so yeah, I went through that crazy breakup, and I was like, you know what? F you, I'm about to just start my music career. Like, I'm gonna just try to see how I go. So that's what made me hop on it.
Breakups they could launch you into some shit.
I'm trying to tell you. Everyone.
So 9 years old.
Yeah.
So was your mama a singer?
My mom definitely, she could sing a little bit. She don't sing now, but she used to sing. All of her sisters sing though. All of her sisters.
Really?
Yep, and she got 8 sisters. They all sing.
Not the 8.
Oh,
yep.
The
8
choir.
Sisters, 10 of them.
That's what I was going to ask you too. If anybody else in the family sang.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So is it more? So are they more like gospel? Or are they more, into the R&B?
Most of them are gospel. One of my auntie actually does karaoke around the city. I don't know if you guys have seen her, but I'm pretty sure y'all probably run into her soon.
Always trying to get somebody
karaoke with Tina. She's at Paradise. She's out in Richmond at 5
Okay.
She's in a few different places, but she does karaoke.
That's what I was about to say.
So,
I think that's I might have seen her right there.
Yeah,
at the 5 Point.
That's the goat of the family. That's the singer.
Oh,
gotcha.
She the goat. That's where I got mine from.
Tiff, we gonna have to pull up.
Yeah, y'all
Man.
She be singing.
Too.
Yeah.
So you really
That's a
grew up
choir.
around that. You really grew up around music and singing, and when you're in the house with, because I got it's four of me and my sisters, and we can't even sing for real. We be singing all day. We be sounding like 10 drowning cats in the house.
Not the drowning cats though.
Yes, but we still listen. My mom still line us up. Y'all gonna perform y'all little song. So I know. So did you grow up like performing, singing with them, or what was that like for you growing up?
I joined a lot of choirs. Like I was in school choirs and stuff like that.
Wow.
I didn't sing a lot with my family, but sometimes when we get together, we would all like come together and do like gospel songs together.
Right.
Sisters and all the youngins, the siblings and stuff like that. So we would do stuff when we got into like family events, but I was mainly like in choir and stuff like that. Like I did like the pep rallies and things like that. Like I would perform. I never used to want to do my own music. That's the crazy part.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't want to. I always was like, I'm just gonna be the karaoke queen. Like that's kind of how I built my following. Actually, like I started just doing karaoke everywhere. So I never thought about doing my own music until I went through that breakup during nursing school. It was just like, forget it.
So your vocals was already seasoned. You was already ready. You was like, okay,
I'm like, I'm just
so you just got in the studio. Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I used to do stuff like that. I'm like Tiff. We part of the choir. We in the choir. We ain't the lead. You know, I'm singing. This land is your land. This land is my land. But
yes, I love choir.
Yeah.
I love choir.
And so, like I've done a couple things, been played around in the studio, and it's so like intimidating sometimes. It's scary. Like you be like, I'm gonna go in there and kill it, and then they get to playing them vocals. You like, wait a minute, that ain't sound like how I went.
Right.
So how did you like find your confidence in your voice and in your words and just to record your own music and to play it back to people? Where did you get that confidence from?
You know what? I actually got it from my family. Like they kind of like pushed me. They
I was gonna say
music. So they like kind of pushed me. One of my cousins like made me go to the studio one day. He was like, "You need to just go.
Okay.
Just get in the booth." So he just forced me, and I kind of was just like, "All right, forget it. I'm gonna try it." And I tried it, and when I finally heard myself, I was like, "Okay, I can do better once I get comfortable." So I kind of liked what I heard once he finally pushed me into the studio. But yeah, my family, they pushed me into going to the studio. And I went to the studio with a few of my friends as well. Like I went to Lava Room, one of my close friends, and ever since then, I've been at Lava Room since I started. So,
and
that's Fitness, Ohio. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to check them out because I be I be laying down a little secret little track here.
He dope too. Look, Sam Osborne. I don't record with nobody else when it comes to singing. Just him.
Shout out to Sam Osborne. We got hashtag in the house. What's up, hashtag?
Hey, Hash.
What's going on?
He said tink tink.
That's my dog. Shout out to him. Shout out to Mr. Happy birthday.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Yes.
Yeah, I had to go get my charger.
No, not the charge.
You good? The ladies held it down. They held it
I
down.
know. Listen, that's like when you talk about team and you talk about the people who surround you, like Tiffany and Kat. Listen, Kat will tell you right before I got up, right before I took my thing off the screen, I said, "Y'all are kicking ass." Like I love it. Like when I tell you, one week, what was that week? I overslept. Like I came home
like a big dog.
Lay down. The show started at 7. I woke up at 8. I'm like, oh fuck! Like I came in here and looked at the computer, man. They was running the shit. They was on there. They done went through topics already. They had to guess. I'm like, shit. Okay.
Man, I
Well, look, that's how your team's supposed to be.
Right. And like that's the beauty of it. Like how you said that you like you're careful and you're meticulous about who you bring into your circle and you know how you pick the artist. Like I am very meticulous about who I work with, and like especially with this media thing, I don't rock with nobody where it's not a passion for them. Right. Because when it's not a passion, they're not gonna work like you work. And I'm just it's so much that goes into like not just doing this you know, very thing, but going out and actually doing media and setting stuff up and there's so much that goes into it that you don't have time for like the bull. So I'm like, I only bring on people that I know gonna rock. And like the beauty of this is that you know, so it's like working with your family. This is a situation where working with family is actually cool. And it works. So yeah, I love it. I knew they had it. I said I'm gonna just get off the screen, go get my charger, make me a little juice. Yeah,
yeah, they did that.
Because you know that ain't all I did. Because when they got my charger, I'm like, okay, shit, I'm thirsty. Let me go and get me some.
Right, they grab a little snack and shit. Like, yeah, let me go ahead.
Yeah, no, for real.
That is hilarious.
Yes, hashtag said Artinka's voice is fire, and he says, "Talk that talk, James."
I think and like I love the constant support that we get. Like hashtag is on every episode that we do.
Yeah,
always.
super dope. Even if he pop on, pop off, he right there.
Right. That's all that matters. And we all have to support each other. I mean, and that's just the name of the game because I mean, it's so many dope people, and it's just like it's real teamwork. Really makes the dream work. Like we can all get there. We're all doing so many different things. Like, come on now, we could work together. So I actually saw you this weekend on a podcast that you were on, and it was a really good conversation. You girls had me up there cracking up. And so you talked a lot about confidence, and you're just such a fashionista. Like you are always like changing. You had a wardrobe change.
I did. Look, I had
as you should
and a wardrobe malfunction. Okay.
Oh, that's the Janet Jackson.
Janet Jackson.
Yes, it was crazy. It was crazy. So yeah, it was a malfunction, and then it was the wardrobe change. It was all crazy, but we made it work.
Not the blue. Come on.
Seriously, I was like, oh my god.
No, but see, I'm just like, oh shit, Beyonce. Damn. I'm like,
what's she rocking it like that, Kat?
Yeah, because I'm like, damn, she got on a whole nother outfit. That's fire. I love stuff like that. I'm dramatic, so I'm like, that's fire to me. But every time I see you, you always so dressed to the nines. You always changing your hair, always changing your look. Tell us about
that sound like me.
And just your confidence, period. Like you are pretty much one of the most, like you're very fashionable as an artist. Some artists I see them wear the same thing or they have the same look. You always change your look. So tell me about your confidence and about your style.
So I finally, now that I'm single, let me say that.
Okay. Talk about it.
When I was in a relationship, I felt like I was like boxed in. Like they wanted me to dress like an auntie. Like, no, I can't do that. So once I finally got out of that situation, I was able to like fully be me and like, you know, I like belly shirts too. Like Big Mama like to dress up too. I want to be cute too. Like I love to get dressed. Like that's my funnest thing to do. Like I love changing my hair color, all of that. Like it makes me feel good about myself. You know, it makes me feel good about myself. And that's what boosts my confidence too, just being able to change my hair and being happy in my skin. I love me, every piece of me, every part. Look, what you see is what you get. We ain't trying to bag up over here. We barely wear waist trainers over here. What you see is what you get. Big Mama. I'm not listening. I ain't about to go home and pop all this out on you, baby. You gonna see it before I get there. You hear me? Catch every inch.
You know what you got. What you got, baby. No, for real.
God, she said no waist trainers.
I barely wear them, baby.
I don't like wearing that neither, girl. I don't have no problem.
They are uncomfortable. I ain't even gonna front.
They is. Like, I mean, it's okay to smooth it out a little bit, you know, but
right.
I don't buy mine extra tight. I don't need to be sucking all that in. I buy it to work, you know. It's smooth. It look nice.
My problem is they be constricting my booty. I'm trying to
Yeah.
And so
Because
people
want to suck everything in. Like, no, I just need you to smooth it out a little bit. I don't need it to be sucked in, baby. Because I need you to see all of this.
You always look so good. Make somebody want to slap you up with a biscuit, girl.
No, for
so good.
You know.
Listen. People listen, they was looking. I'm telling you, were so captivating when you was performing. Everybody was on their feet. The men was looking. They was like, "Who is that?
You so silly.
Who is that?"
Not they was looking over.
No, but I'm saying everybody came to the front. Everybody rushed to the front. Like first, everybody, because some of the performances, people were just sitting in the next seats, like, "Oh yeah, no, what's up?" You know, I don't know what that is. When you came, everybody like, "Hold on, I'm about to hold my stuff real quick. Let me go to the
I'll be right back.
Let me go
That's why I love that is
on there. Yeah. So what does it mean to you to be performing and doing what you love? What does that mean to you?
It means a lot to me because again, speaking on the BBW thing, I don't feel like we have a lot of representation in the city. So I feel good to be able to represent that part of the population, just to be able to put on for my girls, you know, because we don't have a lot of BBW artists out here. Like we got a few, but not a lot. So it feels good just to be able to get on stage and just perform and just be that fashionista that people can look at and be like, okay, this is a BBW, this big girl, you know what I'm saying? So that part right there just was is what makes me happy, just being able to do that, just represent for the ladies, all shapes and sizes, but for sure the BBWs.
Right. And so I know that you're doing an event over Valentine's weekend. So what is that event? I think
Which
it was
one?
a Valentine's
Day weekend?
Yeah, I think it was a Valentine's concert or something.
That Friday. I think that's when Nazi Nay. Yep. So that's what Nay. So I guess it's like an R&B even, like an R&B cipher. She was telling me about. So we still working out the details with that one. That's gonna be fun. But all R&B.
Shout out to Nazi Nay. We love her over here.
Is that gonna be? Will that be?
Yep. Independent Boss Chicks. She another one that she helped me out a lot too. Nay, me and her did probably like 5 or 6 showcases last year. She did, me and her her and my label kind of combined and just did 6 R&B showcases last year, like towards the end of last year. So that was fun. She kind of put me in that position. So it helps to have people that put your names in the right rooms. Support you and that really show you that they support you and love you. So shout out to Nay, because she's been a huge help. And she helped me out a lot last year. And we plan on working together again this year. So keep a lookout.
Absolutely. Now, what the color red? I just been really looking at your hair. I can't really see that far, you know, because I have my computer here and all that. But it's really it's inspiring me. I don't do too much color in the red, but what really captured that particular color for you? I mean, it's really becoming of you. I like that. A lot of people can't wear the red.
Thank you. I think
some of the teachers can't.
Red is like you on fire, like, you know. Red has
absolutely like fantastic. Your music, your songs be fire and desire, baby. That is
when I do my hair and stuff and I get dressed up, like I want to stand out. Like when I walk in the room, I want you to remember me.
Right.
Besides just my voice, like I want you to remember like what I had on, everything. Like I want you to remember all of that. You know, first impressions is everything. So that's another reason why I get dressed up and I do my hair different ways, because I want to be able to stand out. And they're like, "Oh, the girl with the red hair, or with such and such dress on," like, you know. Just I was taught to always command the room when you walk in. So that's what I'm trying to do when I walk in every room. I don't care if I'm just coming to visit. I want to command as soon as I walk in.
Yep. I mean, because, you know, I'm not like Kat said, you was changing your style, you know, every time. And that's just me. Like 1 week you may see me without a wig. The next minute you may see me with another wig. Next minute you may see me with this hair. Next minute and, you know, at my job, my residents, they love that. They love that. We just love to see what you're going to come in with next, honey. You don't know, and you will never know.
You'll never know.
I did it all: orange, blue, green. I did like so many colors with my hair.
Did you?
I be experimenting. I do not care. Like if I want to try it, I'm trying it. Like we got one life to live. Why not?
Period. Hey, you done inspired me, man. But I can't do a lot of colors, you know, because of my hair won't take so many colors. But yeah, there's wigs out there, ain't that right, Kat?
Look, there's a wig right here. Yes, I do my own hair. Oh yeah, I laid it, baby. I do not
Oh,
play.
where you at in Cleveland? Where you? I'm coming.
We're gonna have to make a trip up there.
No, for
Exactly. She shouldn't have never said that.
Never said that. Baby.
She should have never said that.
Yes, ma'am.
We definitely gonna get together.
I'm gonna be at your door. Like, listen, I got this Amazon wig, baby. You're gonna have to make some.
Oh yeah, this Amazon too. Straight human. I do not play, girl. I do not play. I'm telling you. I got you, Kat. Come on, look. Come on through. I got you.
Oh wow, that is crazy. See how God works. Now we done found us a stylist, Kat.
Look at God.
Yep, I got y'all. Let me know.
We
Absolutely.
A comment from hashtag. He says,
What hashtag got to say?
I be singing along with Tink when we're in the same rooms. Her song and voice resonates with the soul. Oh,
thank you. And he really do, y'all. He be singing so loud. I just be cracking up. Why do I hear you over me? He's so silly. So he really do. He's telling the truth on that part.
So listen, can you give our viewers? Are you willing to give our viewers like a little sample of what they should look for?
Ooh, a sample.
Stop it! Like a couple of bars.
Let me think of a new song.
She's gonna give us a new song, y'all.
Cause I got a new song. I was gonna send it to James too. I got a brand new song.
Send it because I want to put it on the station. So
right.
It ain't even out yet. I'm gonna send it to you.
Right on the station.
Now, you know what you do? Send it to me. But when you're ready for it to actually go up and and to actually stream on the station, send it. Like, do you here's a question I was gonna ask you. Do you pay into like ASCAP, BMI, and all that stuff?
BMI, yep.
Okay, that's cool because the way my station is set up, and with the streams and all that, it actually pays the artist. So that's why.
That's dope. Yep, all my songs are set up on BMI, so we good. Cool. We good to go.
Okay, cool.
Listen,
so the glue wants you to sing something.
Oh gosh, what I'm gonna sing? I'm trying to think of a song to sing.
The viewers ask them to sing because then they feel like, okay, I ain't got no choice.
Look, I know. Look, he gonna say, then he gonna put me on. That's my PR too, y'all. He gonna put me on blast.
Okay, you gotta do what your PR say.
You better do it.
Okay, so my next song is gonna be it's gonna be Cloud 9. Some people I heard it, some people probably didn't, but it's a little bop to it. So I'm gonna sing a little bit of it. Boy, you got me open, personally chosen. Take care of all my needs. My heart just stole the key. Boy, you dropped the bomb on me. I just can't get over how I'm drunk in love, but I'm sober. Yeah, with you I feel so free, so speechless I can't speak. Got control of me. Ooh, when I think of you, I realize my dreams came true. You're the one that I want, everything that I need. Can't keep my mind off you. When I think of you, I realize real love is true. You're the one for me, you're all I'll ever need. Babe, you got me on cloud 9. Your loving is on time, and it just blows my mind. The things you do, the way you move, I'm into you. I'm on cloud 9, on time, and it just blows my mind. The things you do, the way you move, I'm into you. Yeah. So that's my that's like a little bop or whatever. That's gonna be a fun song. I got a line dance to that one.
I should have recorded that for my voicemail. Damn.
My dog said,
I'm gonna send it to you.
He was sleeping. He said, "Oh, wait a minute, who's that?" That is beautiful. We appreciate you giving those bars. That sounded so wonderful. Girl, you about to blow up like the World Trade Center.
You so silly. Look, fingers crossed. I'm trying to get there.
Did you see the comment from Miss Ra? It said, I love when she said yeah in her song.
Yeah.
Look, I got that in every song, and every time I say it, everybody always say it with me.
That's wonderful. We appreciate that so much. We appreciate that so much. And guarantee it, honey, we're going to be right behind you. We're gonna be right behind you.
Appreciate
So I would, honey,
Everybody
listen,
is
God is
loving
in your
it.
favor. God is in your favor. God is going to steady be in your favor. He's going to steady have you behind your back. And like Jay said, you can't have everybody in your corner. You can't. But guess who's going to be in your corner? If nobody is not in your corner, it's the God above. He the one that made you that voice. All your 10 aunties, you know, they looking over you. They're going to be right there. They're your biggest supporter. So you know what you doing, honey. You got it. Ain't nobody got to tell you nothing new. I'm sorry, I don't want to be preaching and everything, but I'm just saying, man, that was big. I really appreciate that, you know, because some people are scared. And I don't want you to ever be scared. I'm scared to use my voice. And even though, girl, I was trying to sing background. I was like, no, I ain't gonna mess it up for home, girl, because she don't deserve that right now.
She don't deserve that.
She was like, we ain't trying to.
No, she got it. She got it. She got it for there.
You got it, Kat.
That was beautiful. The comments are going crazy. You have such an amazing voice. Thank you for gracing us with it.
Thank you.
I got chills.
I can't wait to drop that one. That's gonna be a fun song. It's a little different.
Beautiful, beautiful. James, do you have any more questions?
Yeah, when I think of, I'm in a place in my life right now where everything that I do at this point is just about passion. Like I left my job and everything 3 years ago to just be able to do this and push this media company. And, I mean, I've had the company for years, but everything else just got in the way. And like all of this is like the passion. Like that's what I went to school for. Like this is what I knew that I wanted to do growing up. So I know what media does for me and where it keeps my mind state. And like I had a conference call right before we did this call. And it was like, how was your day? I was like, you know what? Every day is good. Like I ain't tripping. I don't have no crazy debt. Like my kid is in college, he doing good. Like I'm following passion. Like I'm good. Like I'm good. So I know what doing media and being able to be in that headspace is doing for me. What does music and your singing and everything that you're doing in this industry do for you?
It heals me. That's what I can say. It heals me from a lot of different things. And then just everything that I do is surrounded by healing. So I'm a nurse, so I heal with my hands.
Yeah.
Even when I'm in a nursing home, I'm singing to my residents. Like, so I'm a healer, you know.
And
I feel like this.
Well, I'm sure you know about music therapy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Music therapy. Yep. I do it all the time.
Yeah.
I done did karaoke at the nursing homes and everything. Like I'm always doing something.
Oh wow!
You know, with the elderly and stuff. So
Sweet.
yeah. So like I think for me it's healing for me. It's healing for things that I've been through. And then trying to help heal other people. Just, you know, I love to take care of people. That's my passion. So I feel like music does that for me. Me giving my experiences, helping somebody get through theirs. So
yeah,
it's all about healing.
Now, I think that was kind of my last little question. But, I just want to say again before I pass it back to the ladies, like I'm so grateful for you, more than you could ever do. Just for blessing the platform, being willing to come on here, for being as open and vulnerable and happy and helping, as you were when we were doing the Legend Awards, and like that type of just camaraderie and support, like it goes so far, and it means so much to me just because what I'm doing is my passion. And like, going into this, I was just like, I want this to work. Like I could easily go and work for a BET, which I have, and and all of that stuff, but I just want to do it for myself, call my own shots and make my own way and all of that. So that's what I've been working at. I was at UH for 22 years. Like I fought with every bit of strength I had to get out of there and to just be able to do this. So like I'm in that place, I'm able to do it. I'm grateful for the opportunities that I get, and I'm grateful for people like you for really, really supporting us. And like, even when you couldn't come on a couple weeks ago, you was like, no, I'm coming on.
Right. I'm like, reschedule me.
And I think me having been in this industry as long as I have, I just know that shit happened. Like when I worked at the hospital and like stuff, I was literally doing interviews and stuff. Like I remember like doing an interview with Wyclef. Like I was at the hospital and I took a break so I could go outside and get on the phone and do this interview. And I used to record calls and stuff with the little tape recorder with the mic and hold it up to the thing.
Look, that's old school.
Yeah, and then they created the apps where then it'll record your calls and all that. Man, I did some shit in this industry, like some good stuff, and then stuff I'll be trying to do something and some shit will go down and something will happen, and I've learned by people giving me grace just to be understanding of the fact that shit happens, and a lot of times it happens when you got something else going on and you're supposed to be here, and it's like, just appreciated, you being forthcoming and then just saying, this happened, and I'm like, okay. Well, I sent you the updated flyer the same day. Like, okay.
Right. I was like, I was on you too. I was like, he better send me this flyer tonight. I'm gonna blow him up. Not playing.
Because I do like a million in the daytime, during the day. Mm-hmm. I try to work on flyers and stuff right then. And because I do everything, I'm like, look, I'm going on the phone right now and do this flyer and send you the update and make sure I post it and all that stuff. Like I really be on that stuff. So I appreciate you so much. This is not the first time, whether you want to be or not. You are our family.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We're gonna get you on this. And listen, I got other shows. I got the entertainment plug on Saturdays, so I can get you on there. I already told you to call that I'm trying to get you on, and I know that the lead publicist from there is watching, so we're gonna have you on there. And it's just a lot of stuff that's going to go down, and I'm going to really try to hit you on and open you up to every opportunity that I have, and then it's up to you what you want to move forward with or roll with. And any way I can help you or your artists or, Maya Marie and everybody else that you got, all you got to do is say the word. You can send me a message or send me a DM. You ain't got to go through no red tape and get in touch with this person and wait. All you got to do is just send a message. Hashtag and tell you. So, so no, that's all.
Definitely gonna send some people your way for sure.
Yeah, but that's all I got with you. But, and your music, with this radio station, the station is actually growing and people paying attention to it now. It's on Apple Music, it's on TuneIn, it's gonna be on Spotify real soon. I got a mobile app coming in the next week and a half. Like everything is churning. So I appreciate you because it's because of people like you that I'm able to push all this stuff out.
Well, thank you. I definitely appreciate you for sure. And congratulations too.
Thank you.
It take a lot to really go forth in your career,
Absolutely.
Everything else, it take a lot. So that ain't no easy transition.
You got to be willing to invest in it. And when I tell you, I ain't got no money for this shit, but you gonna get it though. I'll be trying to make it happen. And listen, I cut corners and I'm making it all happen. These lights is on, and I'm good. So and the heat is on because it's below zero. So the heat is on and the lights is on.
That's all that matters. Sure. So we did have one last question from the comments. Since you talked about being recently single, we have a question that says, if someone wanted to take you out on a date, what would they have to do? What are you looking for a new, this could even just be a friendship. What are you looking for?
Yeah, it would definitely have to be a friendship. Relationships on hold right now. Oh my God.
Okay.
They have to, let me see. My biggest pet peeve is when somebody try to it could be on social media. They'll be like, oh, yeah, I like you. I want to take you out. And they're like, oh, what you do? You can't like me because you ain't even went through my page. Because what I do is at the top of my page. Then they send me some pictures. Have you even looked at my profile?
Are you serious? Not to send you the pictures.
Yes, why are you asking me stuff where every answer is on my page? So that means you don't even care enough to even look through who I really am, what I actually do.
Right.
You're not really taking the time to get to know who I am before you DM me. Don't do that. That's an instant turn off. Leave me alone.
Exactly.
No, because you ain't even serious yourself. Come on now.
Yeah. And then they DM you, so they know who you is. They see your name.
You ain't go to my page and just look the stuff is on my page. I don't know, but I just if you hit me up and try to take me out, you got to actually be serious. Be on your stuff. come healed. That's what I'm gonna say. That's my biggest thing. Come healed.
Absolutely.
If you ain't healed and you got issues, do not come over here. Okay? Because I'm still healing. I ain't healed. But you need to come healed. Because I ain't dealing with it.
I ain't
But
dealing
yeah,
with
just
it at all.
they gotta be serious. They gotta be on their stuff. Like be for real with me. Because I'm getting older. I don't have no time to waste. And my music right now is most important to me right now. So
that part.
Right.
I can't. I don't have time.
Have you ever dated someone and they didn't listen to your music, or they weren't familiar with it, or they said they liked you but they never listened to your stuff? Has that ever happened?
No, I think everybody listened to it, and the reason they listened to it is I wrote about them, so they had to. They wanted to see what I was what type of shit I was talking about, and they wanted to see. They had to get on there. They like, yeah, let me see what she just said, because they already knew. But yeah, I haven't ran into anybody like that. Luckily, a lot of everybody that I've dealt with has listened to my music and supported. So.
That's good. But I like what you said about being serious. I think that's a part that a lot of people are missing with dating, because it is getting to know each other, but you'll have somebody message you and ask you what's your name.
Right. Like you don't like who you just write. Like I don't understand.
Like what?
Like seriously. Yeah. So they got to be serious. They got to be about their stuff. Like, because I'm really closed off right now. Like music is like my priority, and I can't let nobody come and disrupt that, because I did that before. And I could have been further than what I am now, but I allowed somebody to, kind of get in my way. So now that everybody's on my way, I'm just like, I got to focus straight ahead, straight shot.
Right. So what are you working on right now? What is the most important thing that you're doing? Are you writing music, recording, performing, or are you just doing it all?
I'm pretty much doing a little bit of everything. My performances are getting ready to stop after February, though, because I'm getting ready to go into album mode. Scars video. That's my priority right now. So I got one more scene to shoot with Logan Kingston. And then that's done. So I'm going to be rolling that out. And then Cloud9 will be right like a little bit after that. So I got a video, a single, then the album. So that's my plan right now. So.
Okay, James.
Okay.
Your song about to have a video to it now.
Yeah. Got some choreo and everything.
Listen, where you shooting your video at?
Well, me and Logan Kingston are trying to get. So it's the weather, honestly.
Yeah.
So we doing some Wait to Exhale stuff. That's all I can tell y'all. It's gonna be
here though, right?
Yes, it's here. Yep, it's here.
Are people gonna be able to come to the shoot?
I mean, y'all can. Y'all welcome. I'll let you know. I'll let you know. I got you. Look, I'll let you know. Y'all can come out. Y'all can come out and see it.
I so want to come. I want to come to the shoot.
Okay, I'll let you know. I got you.
Oh, I'm so.
It's just the weather. So once the weather permits and it kind of slows down a bit, then we'll be able to do what we trying to do.
I'm so pumped already. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I got you though. But yeah, I would definitely invite y'all out. Yeah.
Nah, this is so amazing. Yeah. Let me shut up. Look.
I got you. I got you.
Tiff, did you have any more questions?
No, I guess that's it. I said, my prayer, I preached enough.
I appreciate that.
But moving forward, congratulations to you. And I cannot wait. When we do come see you, make your video and everything. I'm gonna be like little kid at the candy store, like this. This is exciting because since we've been with Transcending, we have been. We have did a lot, seen a lot, of course, interviewed a lot. And, my experience with being we're cousins. So I don't know if you knew that, but we're first cousins. So we actually, our grandparents, we had they actually had a singing group called the Hodges Sisters. So it's 6 of them, but I think it was only 4 of them that actually went out and sung in the community, in gospel. So, well, fortunately, I was the one who took the voice, me and my mom. So, yeah, I'm just very ecstatic. But congratulations and good luck in your future. And we cannot wait to be right behind you.
Right. I appreciate it. And thank you for that prayer too. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
For sure.
What is the one thing that you really want people to know
about me?
Yes.
We just talked about this too, Kat. I'm not a victim. We talked about this last time. The stuff
Mm-hmm.
that I went through, I'm not a victim. I'm a survivor. Don't look at me as a victim. I don't need you to be feeling sorry for me. I'm blessed. Okay?
I'm a
I done been through some
survivor.
stuff, but I'm a survivor. So that's what I want people to know. I think people look at women or men that go through stuff as a victim, like, bad things, but I'm a survivor because we know what we getting into
Yep.
when we get
Right.
into it. So we got to take accountability. This year is all about accountability. We're going to take
Ooh,
Yep.
accountability. We can't just blame the other person. I know what I was getting into. I know what door I was walking through. I synced it from far back there. Like, I knew what I was doing. So
Yes.
I'm not a victim. That's what I need people to know.
I
We're not
love
doing no victim stuff over here. I'm a survivor, and I learned. So we're going to leave it there.
Absolutely. I love that. Yes.
I absolutely
Mhm.
love that.
Yeah.
My thing with not just me, but with the organization, with the company, like this is the year of manifestation. Like
Mhm.
I don't know about you, but I know that I myself, I know that Kat has dealt with it. I'm talking about imposter syndrome, and it's like in a lot of cases, and at a lot of times, like we get accolades and we have certain successes and we have certain things going on, and then we kind of get in the headspace of I don't deserve this, or I shouldn't be here. Like this ain't my lane, or
I've been there with you.
like
Been there.
it's time to get out of that space. Like I've been doing media for 25 years. This is the year of manifestation. Like what we want, we getting that shit. Like we
Right.
going for it,
Period.
we grabbing it, and we doing this shit. Everybody that I have wanted to talk to, I am reaching out, and I have already started. I am reaching out because, like, the reality is, I've talked to the who's, like, in terms of doing interviews and doing red carpets and all of that stuff. I have talked to the who's of the who's of the who's. Like, I done talked to most of these people, so I'm like, there's people who I've wanted to do stuff with that I've told myself that I'm not in a space where I should be reaching out to them yet, or they not gonna come on my platform because XYZ. Fuck all that. Like this is the year of manifestation, and we going for that shit. So it's a whole lot of stuff. I talked myself out of going to. I had an invite to the. Mary J. do her conference for Mother's Day every year, and I could have went last year, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna go. We're gonna be there this year. We're gonna
Right.
be
I'm
there
not
this
making
year.
it.
We do Essence Fest just about every year. We're doing Essence Fest this year. Like this is the year. This is the year of manifestation and of making shit happen, and also accountability. So I love the fact that you said that. I love it. I love what you're doing. I appreciate you. Once again, platform, we definitely will get you again. In terms
Okay.
of people keeping up with you, like social media, website, where can they find you?
So I could be found on all platforms at Artinka Teaira. On IG, I'm Artinka_Teaira, ARTINKA_TEAIRA. And I'm on all music platforms. Anywhere you can hear music. Deezer, iTunes, Apple Music, Amazon Music, anywhere. You can even Shazam my music if you hear it. So tap in.
I appreciate it. Once again, and we're gonna have you on here again. Ladies, I got anything before she take off?
No, just thank you for coming on, and
Yes.
I just hope we keep, running into each other and working with each
for
other.
sure.
I'm so looking forward to what you have in store, and like Jane said, we will be in touch, baby, because we ain't letting you go.
Right. Look, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't trying to go nowhere. I'm gonna definitely come back. I want to come back when I drop my album, so we can
Absolutely
talk about the album.
We can talk about that.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And as far as the team as well.
Okay.
We will put some shine to the team too, whether it's on here or whether it's on any other platforms. And obviously Kat has her podcast. I have a couple other people doing podcasts. There's more podcasts coming. My nephew is he's starting a sports podcast, but it's a whole lot. And we got some, because I have a gospel platform that's going to be launching, that's going to be on Sunday mornings on the radio station. So then we'll start bringing on gospel artists and that stuff on the radio side. And it's a lot of stuff happening. So
I got a gospel song coming.
Okay.
Yeah, so The album's gonna be a little crazy.
You can bless that platform.
Yep.
Right.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all for having me.
You got our numbers up, girl. Listen.
You so silly.
We're gonna have to make you part of the show.
Right.
Look, don't tell me that I'll tap in now. Listen. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, absolutely. You have a good one.
Thank you. You too. See y'all.
Bye.
Yeah, ladies, I think this was really dope. I think this was really dope. And I think it was dope too how, y'all ended up, connected, for the trap. Like that was really dope.
Right. I was so happy to see her. I'm like, oh, a familiar face. And then it was just like she just be so cool and down to earth. We was laughing and cutting up, and she introduced me to a couple people, and it just felt like a good environment. Sometimes you go into I pop up at events. Y'all know me. Your girl Kat, you tell me about it, I might just stop through if I'm in the area. But I just happen to stop through, and it just like sometimes people be looking like, well, who is that? And she invited, but they was all, hi, how are you? Introducing me, adding me, everything. Look, she commented and said, thanks, y'all. Thank you for coming on so much. That was an amazing interview.
You're so welcome.
We will be having you on multiple things on this platform, honey. So you just wait. But it was just amazing. I love her spirit. I love her music, and I just can't wait to see what she comes. Like you said, she has such a good work ethic, and she really works on the full package. So I can definitely see her becoming mainstream for sure.
And she got a team behind her too.
And that's the important part. It's the important part is not only networking and working on your craft, is having a team, and like she said, so she took. Sometimes you have to put work into these relationships before you even see a payout. You can't go into it like, oh well, this is what they owe me or this or whatever. But it's like you have to kind of sometimes blindly support people just off their energy or just off, the people that we support, we genuinely like. We genuinely F with them. We genuinely support their music. We like their sound. So it's like sometimes you do have to, support other people to show, hey, I'm a team player too. I'm going to support you and you could support me. So I definitely love that. And I think that the city, and especially the state of Ohio, could definitely use that because we have so many talented people and there's room for everybody for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's 8:34. You got some topics for us?
Yes, we have a couple topics. I know we wanted to get into some different things. For first topic, we want to talk about, since we all are big media people, we have been welcoming the queen of media back to media. She has been doing her rounds at all the stations and talking to different people, and of course we are talking about none other than the queen herself. How you doing, Wendy Williams? Okay. I missed the I used to do that all the time. How you doing? I missed that. That was my thing. But yes, Auntie Wendy, as of late, we do know that she has a debilitating health crisis going on right now. And she has her days where she's better and more lucid. She has these days where she's very debilitated. But right now they said that she's in her right mind, and she, along with a lot of other wealthy celebrities, we've seen them fall into these guardianships and conservatorships where they have these people that are appointed to basically take over their whole life. And so Wendy has been fighting back. And we kind of saw this with the whole Free Britney movement, with Britney Spears having her conservatorship. So Wendy is really fighting. She's reaching out to old friends like Charlamagne the God, and just different media people, and coming on their platform and talking about what she's going through and how she really wants to be free, and that she wants her family in control of her finances first and foremost. So what do you guys think about that? Did you catch Wendy anywhere? Are you happy to see her out and about?
I think it's really complicated. While I am glad to at least hear from her, like to kind of, I guess hear where her mind state is. I don't feel like she needs to be up under like the guardianship per se, but I do think that like she needs people around her and I don't think that she's in a state where she can just come back to media and come back to working and all of that stuff. I think the problem that I have is like when you listen to, for instance, like the Breakfast Club and Charlamagne, like he's talking like I've been talking to her every day for the last 2 weeks, and she is fine. She is of sound mind. She could come back and do media tomorrow if she wanted to. And I don't see it that way. When you're listening to her talk, it's like she's talking in circles. And for a minute or so, she'll be right on, she'll be spot on. And then she'll veer off and she'll be talking about something else. And it's like, what?
Right.
I just don't think that like there obviously is something there. And I'm they said that she has the frontal lobe aphasia, or if I'm saying.
Yeah, so that's what she's dealing with. Basically, she's having some early onset dementia symptoms. That's not the diagnosis, but that's kind of what we are looking at, that type of thing. So she has her, her days, and I do think it's kind of exploitive.
I do.
Like Charlamagne and those people are bringing her on because dang well she's not all the way well. I think that had they would have let her
come on the radio and doing all of that,
I think it would have been fine to let her come on and maybe do some fun and maybe how you doing, check in on her. How you doing, Wendy? Just a little segment. But to really trot her on there and telling all her business, and then like you said, she was lucid 1 second and then she was talking in circles, and it seemed like if anybody watched her show and she had Black China come on there and talk to her and stuff, and we saw kind of that roundabout thinking that she has, and I just don't think it's fair. I didn't think it was fair when they had her that documentary show, and I don't think it's fair now. I think that they need to appoint someone that has her best interest in heart. And the lady that is her conservator has been sued in the past for mismanaging funds and not basically being good at her job. So a lot of those suits have since been settled or are still in litigation. So there's really not anything, they can really say about that because they're not technically on her record right now. But I mean, I'm the type of person, I believe, where there's smoke, there's fire. And if somebody multiple times have had people under their conservatorship where they're saying they're not having their best interest at heart, they're mismanaging money, they're misplacing funds and things like that. And she's overall not happy. And a lot of times they're keeping her away from her family, her son, her nieces. And it just seems just like the Britney Spears situation. But it's just like, it's a real delicate situation because it's like, there is no real right answer. I just think that I'm the type of person where I feel like, especially with healthcare and with money and legal representation, I think that I just think maybe someone close to the family or somebody she worked with in the past or, something a little more that she and her family will be comfortable with. I don't think that it's fair that her family aren't comfortable with who is her guardian. I just think that that's not okay. So where the happy medium is, I don't know. But I want to see Wendy on, I like to get the updates on her. Like I said, I think if Charlamagne maybe did once a monthly call with just 2 minutes with Wendy and just catching up with her, just how you doing, Wendy? How you doing? What's going on with you? That type of thing. Not really pushing her too far, but that would be nice. But I just think really saying, especially telling somebody like that oh, you could be doing this tomorrow, you could be doing that, it's like she's fighting more and more, and it's just like how much how much fight does she have left, and she's spending it to try to get back to something that she's never going to be how she was. So it's just, I don't know, it's unfortunate. Tiff, how you feel? You over there asleep?
No, I'm trying to get some water in me, dehydrated.
Girl, me too.
Basically the same thing that James was saying. I heard her on the D.L. Hughley show, and she just sounded really. She just was like, she just want basically her life back. She really don't want her family over her finances and this and that. Third, she's stuck in this whole, what is it? This apartment, and she can't get out of. But like you said, you are sickly. And I get that you want to take control, over your finances, but at this point in time, you just can't And I can see how it could be like super frustrating. That got to be the most frustrating thing, that you just can't, control your finances, or your life, give or take. And they just putting you anywhere. I don't know how many times I've seen working in, healthcare facilities. They, these, residents come and basically, here you are, here's your furniture, we'll see you in one of these holidays, and it's, someone that's fortunate whose, daughters and sons come and see them all the time. It's just one of those unfortunate things with Wendy. And Wendy, she got some onset dementia. I truly believe that, but it's not diagnosed. And I'm gonna tell y'all what, they probably not gonna diagnose her right away until it's just too late. And when it's too late, that's when they gonna get her. Well, we got her. We got her stuff because she's not gonna be able to handle her life no more. Did you guys see the movie? Seen the movie of her life?
I saw some of it. I have read her book, her biography, a long time ago. But I saw bits and pieces of the movie. I didn't watch the whole movie. My mom was watching it and talking about. My mom don't watch no movies, so when she sat down and watched that movie, I said, "This movie must be good." Because she's like, "Girl, did you see this?"
It was very interesting. I mean, very, very interesting.
Yeah, and it's the one thing I do think that the Guardians did good is they did end up locking her husband out of her finances, which he was draining her to support his other side, his side baby he had on her while they were married. So I'm glad that she's no longer bankrolling their life. And do you know that there has been alleged reports that lady has left that man?
Really?
That she is in search of a new sugar daddy. That is the word on the street, because he don't have that money no more. And Big Kevin has to go back to work because he's out of an older age now, but he always worked with Wendy, so he said he never really paid into certain things like retirement and things that he was supposed to, because him and Wendy had money that he was paid under her, and he don't have nothing to claim. He said he has to work odd jobs, and the street was allegedly he's been working security and different small jobs here or there, but the girl that he was cheating on Wendy with and had that baby with left him. So I think that's a little karma for him. So I'm glad that they were able to get her, finances protected, because I know that was something that weighed heavy on her heart, that she was bankrolling their life. So hopefully, we can get Wendy to a happy medium. I think that her family need to, and whoever is in charge of the conservatorship needs to really sit down and appoint someone, like I said, maybe someone she worked. She had to have had a lot of, attorneys while she was going through, she's been sued before. She had the Wendy show.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe someone that has already worked with her that is more trustworthy than this random person that she doesn't like. I think that they need to figure out what they can do, because they did originally have her son as the conservator when she became incapacitated, and he ended up blowing through, I think it was like $100,000 in like
100, something like that.
Within a month or so. He was spending like $300 on DoorDash and getting car services and things like that. But you have to understand, this man is in his he's like between 19 and 25. He's in that college range. And anybody know college range kids, all they care about is DoorDash and Uber. So I could believe that he spent that much on those things, so I don't think that he was mature enough. So I just think that, hopefully they could find a happy medium with Wendy. Let's move on to the big topic that is on all of our minds, which is we got the new head Cheeto in charge, y'all. The Cheeto is back, y'all.
Listen, signing over everybody's natural rights.
This man, within his first 72 hours, has stricken down one of the most prolific, civil rights that we have. He's literally
talk about it, Kat.
How how are you taking down civil rights? I just don't understand. There has been no president that has attacked civil rights.
Never.
This is crazy. So if you guys don't know that he has reversed I want to say it's the 35th Amendment, but it's the amendment for equal employment. So that means that when you walk into a job, they cannot turn you away from a job depending on your race, your sex, your gender, your, how you identify, your cultural background, anything like that. They can't. So say you come for a job, and I have a lot of hard time finding jobs because I have a unique name, and people I've had in an interview someone tell me I almost didn't call you back because I didn't know how to pronounce your name. And so I was like, that's very, and I told her, I said, what you don't understand is that's discriminatory.
That's discrimination,
because yes, you may have thought, oh, I just didn't want to, mispronounce your name, but at the end of the day, you were taking an employment opportunity away from me based off you knew that
my
when
name.
you heard my name, you knew I was black. You knew that was a black name when you heard that name, and so you automatically, had preconceived notions, and that was racist. And so now these racists, these homophobes, these xenophobic people, these people that are going against the Jews, they all are going to be able to basically not get in trouble if I fire you because I say, oh, you Jewish and I don't like a Jewish person, and you're fired. I just don't. These are civil rights that have been in place for 50 plus years. How the heck are you my mind is literally blown that he did that. It's like, I'm not surprised, but it's just like, who sit there on their first couple of days say, you know what I'm about to do? I'm about to look at the Constitution, these amendments, and just get to just crossing off. Just like, are you serious? Like, I can't believe it, guys. What do y'all think about that?
I think it's a disgrace to the humane society because it's so like your name. This is what I be talking about. Y'all young girls and men out there having these kids, and y'all want to sit up here, hyphenation and all this and all this weirdness. Your kids is not going to be able to get hired because of their name. Y'all want to sit up here and combine the daddy's name with your name, or with a car that you can't afford, and then all this other stuff.
Alexis,
Alexianas, and
Earlisha. Like, come on, man, we gotta do better. We gotta do better.
We got to do better with these names.
But at the end of the day, Earlisha deserved a job interview just as good as.
Thank you. Did you say Earlisha?
Earlisha. Yes, Earlisha deserve the same opportunities as Sarah. Let's just be real. Like,
Artinka Teaira. Artinka Teaira.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you be like, your daddy named Earl, ain't it? Like,
Artinka Teaira.
So, but I think it's just deplorable. Donald Trump has literally
lost his mind.
He came in like a wrecking ball, y'all. He is coming in wrecking things, and he's not only wrecking things, he's putting on social media fronts, and he's also dividing communities. So let's talk about the inauguration, guys. We had a lot of performers, not only performing at the inauguration, but also allegedly attending the inauguration. So it's just crazy. So we have a lot of people that I was truly kind of hurt by. We got Uncle Snoop. We had Rick Ross, we had Nelly, and we had Soulja Boy, and then on the pop color side, we had Kid Rock, and we had Carrie Underwood performing. And so a lot of people were very upset with these people performing. And a lot of them have been called out, saying they should be canceled. We shouldn't be listening to their music. So what do you guys think about these? Let's talk about the Black artists first. How do you guys feel about them performing at the inauguration?
Snoop contradicted himself, for one, because he said on there, I can't remember the word that he used, but basically calling you an asshole or whatever if you perform for it. And this was back in 2018 when Trump 17. Came into office. 17.
Yeah, that message was in 2017.
Yeah, so he basically got on there saying you basically an asshole, whatever word that he used. If you perform for Trump, then it showed him performing for Trump. And Nelly, on the other hand, bruh, I don't know. He can go both either way. I don't know about that one. But the other ones, Carrie Underwood and all of them, I ain't really surprised. Now, Soldier Boy told him. I am surprised. Soldier Boy told him.
Soldier Boy told him. He performed. James, what do you think? What do you think about the performers first, and then we'll get into it a little bit.
It's very disheartening. I'm not surprised, but it is very disheartening. To go and perform for somebody who has said and done so much against us as people, and be on MLK Day. To me, that's a whole nother thing. I say all the time, all money is not good money, and I listen. I try to stay away from counting other people's pockets and saying what they have and all this other stuff, because you don't know what is doing with their money, what they taking care of. It's always easy to say that, oh, well, they got money, so they don't need. But on the same token, I do still say that all money ain't good money. And I don't put my ass up there at all. And then as far as Snoop, for you to say the shit that you said before and now, and not saying that people can't change, but it's a problem. I mean, at least Nelly. No, not even at least Nelly, because he said I was gonna say, at least he knew he was doing it for the check, but he swear up and down he wasn't doing it for the check. He
swear up and down he wasn't, honey.
How could you be honored by Donald Trump? like he ain't doing nothing but using you, and then they made fun of y'all asses once y'all it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
The question is, can you truly separate the music from the artist?
Now, see, the thing about it is, so a lot of people were saying that, these male artists are not facing the same backlash as Chrisette Michele. She performed at the inauguration the first time. She got canceled. Her career never came back.
No, really.
The thing about the artists that we named, they're not artists that are making new music right now. So this is not these are not artists that are putting out music. They got an album that we got to support. They got new music. They have their hits already. And a lot of their hits are stuff that we find nostalgic. I'm not listening to Nelly and Snoop every day. I'm not,
right.
That's not something so me canceling them is not really going to do something, because they don't really get the streams for me every day. Like a brand new artist, like when Chrisette Michele performed for him, she had just had the Aston Martin music, like she was in the height of her career. So that kind of tanked her future, and just they already, they at the level they own. Snoop can't get no bigger. A lot of these artists, their main audience is no longer Black people. Once Snoop transferred to the Snoop and Martha, we don't no longer have that power to cancel Snoop. Snoop is Snoop now. He Uncle Snoop for the whole world. He's not, so I don't think they're cancelable. The one that's facing the most backlash is Nelly, and it kind of makes me mad because Ashanti is facing the backlash.
Ashanti too, yeah.
So she has had a lot of her fan pages have shut down. She had a performance that was canceled. So it just kind of sucks that his decisions are falling back on her when they just seem like they were so happy. And it's like, dang, we was rooting for you. And it's like, damn, you gonna do this? Now, I will say, Michaela loved the 2000s music. So her ass gonna still be listening to Down Down Baby and Beautiful. She gonna be listening to that because, hey, listen, my baby Dr. Tism, I can't tell her you gotta cancel these people. They are on the playlist. So that I cannot change. But they're kind of uncancelable at this point. I am the type of person that I go with my heart and my spirit, and like certain people I can no longer listen to because it hurts my spirit, and some people I'll be like, okay, I can kind of separate the artist from the music, but I just kind of go with my gut and that type of thing. And like, I'm not going to cancel somebody for a mistake somebody else made. So like, I'm not going to cancel Ashanti for something her husband did. That ain't got nothing to do with her. And today I saw friend to the show, Darren Fleet, has been fighting for his life in his comments because if you guys don't know, Snoop Dogg was very supportive of Darren when he first started his career, and especially when he would be touring on the West Coast and things like that. So he was telling people, like, because people were asking, like, are you going to cancel Snoop? Or are you going to stop working with him? And he's like, this man has helped me along my career, so no, I'm not canceling him. I know where I stand in my politics, and I'm just not doing that. And that's his right. They've been tearing Darren's butt up all day. When I say they've been tearing him up, they've been tearing him up. And I just feel like cancel culture within the Black community is very hard because it's like we already struggling just to get where the counterparts are. So it's like I don't like divisiveness within our community, but I just go by like case by case basis. So that's me. Like, do I listen to? Am I gonna listen to? I might listen to Little Uncle Snoop every now and then. But like certain people, like Tory Lanez, I can't get with no Tory Lanez. I don't like his attitude, so I kind of backed up on him. I ain't like the little short man syndrome. He was pissing me off with that. So I don't know about that. And then what did I want to say about Snoop? I can't remember. But yeah, it's just kind of stupid. I just think, like Jay said, it's just for a check because, like I said, these people are not new artists that's making money, and a lot of them, like Nelly, are finding it hard. Nelly is always constantly touring to keep up his lifestyle. So I think it just was a money thing. But I never want to feel like the monkey at the show. And I feel like if I was them, I would feel like the monkey at the show. Like I would feel like, they used to parade Black people, especially Black baby boys. They used to parade them at circuses as, this little monkey baby or whatever. And I feel like that's what Donald Trump makes us feel like we just circus monkeys performing for his enjoyment because he know y'all gonna take this money regardless, and I'm gonna treat you like crap. That just leaves such a bad taste in my mouth. So I don't know. I really don't support them that much anyway, but I don't know, but Soulja Boy definitely hurt me because I like Soulja Boy, and Soulja Boy is very active on social media and like TikTok and stuff, so I had to unfollow him.
Okay, they be around here be talking about some Soulja Boy telling you. I'm be like, shut up.
So I have introduced my nephews and Michaela into that music because I don't feel like I don't feel like young people now have artists that they can look up to that are their
They don't.
age.
They actually don't anymore.
Be like listen to Sexy Red and this and that, and I'm just like,
I
think that's too advanced. So I did sit my nephews down one day and I showed them Soulja Boy and I showed them a lot of 2000s and 2010s music, and they really liked it. And because it's age appropriate, it's do the dance, crank that. I grew up on that type of stuff, so I'm like, I think it's better for the kids, but it's just like, dang, Soulja Boy, you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that.
Yeah,
okay?
right.
So I don't know, but Trump is, coming in with his cape on, and so he's been pulling all kind of stunts. So let's talk about this stunt that he's pulling now, which this is what he's trying to do. So if you guys are mothers or parents, you might want to listen to this one. So Trump is trying to make it a law to where if you are a mother that receives child support, you have to allow that father to claim that child on their taxes. So I'm just like, what? Like, what are you talking about?
It's about to be some smoke in the city, baby.
This tax season, it's about to be some bowls thrown. It's about to be some the baby moms and baby daddies about to be really fight. If you think that
it's about to be some blocking.
Yes,
it's about to be some blocking.
Yes, so I've been seeing like a couple people, like my one of our trendsetters, November Woods. If you guys know, she pops in every now and then. She has been fighting for her life in the comments because she made a status that has, I think, like 5K shares, and she was said, if they letting the dads claim the kids, then send them with the dad. Then what the heck I'm doing all the work for? So You know, and the men been going on, and yeah, we need to claim the kids. But I guess it's if you're now, so it's supposed to be a lot of stipulations put on this law, like it's supposed to be a certain amount, over a certain amount, and also if you're current on your child support. But I just think it just doesn't make sense. Like if somebody is paying a, and what people don't get about child, this would really make me mad about child support. And there's always case by case basis. Like it's always people that's gonna misuse any kind of system. It's always gonna be somebody that's, you know the baby daddy in life and still want the money, you know. So it's always gonna be that. I'm not talking about every individual case, and I'm talking about the majority. A majority of men don't like child support, don't want to pay child support because they just feel like I shouldn't have to do that and I come get my baby whenever, blah blah blah. But this is the reality of it. If you and the mom were together at living at the home, y'all will be doing almost about 50-50. Now we know that really ain't true, but let's just humor it. You know, y'all both paying the bills, y'all supposed to be taking care of the kid, you know, doing the drop-offs and making the meals and doing the doctor's appointments and stuff. But if your child resides with the mom is doing all that. You know, and 9 times out of 10, you're not having that custody. A lot of them don't even have any kind of custody or visitation. So it's like that child support is the money that it would take for you to take care of that child if that child was living with you. That's what it's for. And so I just don't get like why people be so mad, because that's what you would be spending. If that kid was spending the night with you or spending all that time, you would be paying that money. You would be paying for daycare. You'd be paying for food and, oh, I want McDonald's. I want this. I want Crocs. I want Beats by Dre, you know, all that stuff. So I don't know why people get so mad at child support, you know. And people got to understand there are other things that you can do to make your child support situation better. Like there are certain things you can call up there, you could file to have things looked over. You can actually do a mediation where you guys sit down and change the amount or change the custody. You know, don't always just think, oh, I can't do nothing about this situation. Be proactive. A lot of times, a lot of men get behind because they try to run from child support. But really, you need to just work with them and then work with you. Don't get to the point where they're taking your license and your passport. You can't go on your cruise, because it's a lot of people that don't know. If you try to go on an international cruise and you own child support, you cannot go. Like they have certain situations. So I'm just kind of just weirded out by the whole thing. I don't understand it. Like if the person is the primary parent, I could get if you know, it's shared custody. And a lot of shared custody cases, they make them trade off. Like you know, I have a family member that's divorced, and in a divorce, every other year they trade off who claims the child because they both split equal payment. It's nothing wrong with that. You know, but to say, oh, just because they pay me, he could be paying $50 a month in child support. So now all of a sudden he get to claim the child. Like, I just think that that's just crazy.
That's crazy.
I think that people need to get back to in-person parenting and stop throwing dollars at kids. Like, yes, kids need money, but if you was providing that care in that time, like if the kid was with you half the time, you wouldn't have to shell out that money. You would be shelling out that money in other ways. So I just don't. I think people need to really stop being so putting their head up their butt and mad about what happened in a relationship, and be there for your kids. And that means every day. Kids need something every single day. Every day they need something. They need love. They need time. They need a ride. They need some food. They need something. And if you go in months without seeing your kid, how could you ever think that you're an equal parent? Like that,
you can't even fix your mouth to say, you know, let me get some of the tax money, or let me claim him, or man, no, you can't never fix your mouth to say nothing like that. Absolutely not. And I'm sitting up here the one working. I'm sitting up here the one bringing in the paycheck. I'm sitting up here the one buying the clothes. I got to sit up here and ask you. It's like pulling teeth and pulling wisdom, all 4 wisdom teeth to get you to even give me $5 for lunch money or whatever. You can't. So I mean, it's just crazy how this man can come in the office and just sign some shit over like that. And
like that is just gonna cause. I think his ultimate goal is just to cause the most chaos. Like I think he's just like a chaos starter, and he's just
a shit starter.
Tear us apart. So we got him reversing civil rights laws. Now he's switching up child support and tax stuff. Like, oh my God. So James, what you think about this?
Yeah, what you
laws?
So this hypothetically thinking you're not paying child support no more, but if you were still paying child support, what would you think about that?
Well, just knowing me.
Yeah, you're right.
Because my heart stay in the right place. So just knowing me, if I was claiming them and I was getting the check, I'd walk around and split the check with. Because that's just me. But I mean, I can see why people would have an issue. But this is what people ask for, by voting for him or by not voting at all. So at this point, Maya Angelou said, when people show you who they are, believe them the first time. He said what he was going to do. The people shot that shit down. And now here we are. And just like the federal workers, get your ass in the bed because you got to get fucked up in the morning and go to work.
Oh yeah. So he also wrote an order that all the federal workers must return back into in-person work. No more work from home, no matter what. You're done.
He said what now?
That is only all the federal workers have to report to work in person. They cannot work from home anymore.
What?
Yes. Well, you got to understand, a lot of these corporations bought these big giant buildings to house all these people. So yeah. So
and what you think that's going to turn into? People gonna end up getting laid the fuck up.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. A lot of people, if you cannot return to work, they're getting fired. But they have.
I'm saying once they bring all these people back, they're not going to have enough room for people.
Well, yeah, they're not going to have enough room. But what they want is a lot of these people. They pay for these buildings that are sitting empty. And these buildings can't get turned into anything else. They are offices. They're meant for people to work there. These people they be having 20-year contracts for these corporate offices. So no, you're not working from home while I'm paying this $1 billion rent on this corporate. No, bring your ass to work. So that's over with. And I mean, they said since the pandemic that they were trying to get all the Americans back into work, that they were trying to end that, which I don't understand why.
Yeah.
Productivity is at an all-time high and employee retention is at an all-time high. So why would y'all might want to find somewhere or something to do with them buildings, but
right.
I don't know. He said that is y'all better get y'all ass to work. So this was the last thing that I wanted to talk about, guys.
You said I gotta get your ass to work.
Get your ass back to work. So,
I'm saying get your ass in the bed because you got to get up in the morning.
Well, they done fucked around and gained 50 pounds being at home. Now they got to get up and move around.
You can run by that gym on the way from work.
Yeah, run by the gym.
Oh my God.
6 in the morning. You got to go running. You got to go run, get some of that weight off, and then go to work. They got showers at the gym.
Listen, we appreciate all of the viewers. Thank you guys. I know it's still a number of you guys on there. We've been on for almost 2 hours. We all got to head out. But we appreciate you guys for watching. Once again, thank you to Artinka Teaira for coming onto the show. Make sure you guys follow her on Instagram, on Facebook. A whole lot more is going to be coming. We got some more things in store. Make sure that you guys like, comment, share, subscribe to the platform, to Transcending The Culture, of course, but also just to UG Digital Media and Publishings on YouTube, and UG Digital. James, get it.
UG Digital.
UG Digital Radio is now available on Apple Music. We are also on TuneIn. We will soon be on Spotify. You guys can stream us weekly on, of course, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, and we are now on the Twitch platform. So if you have the gaming app, Twitch, we are streaming on Twitch. All shows are now streaming on Twitch. So UG Digital Media Pub, you can pull us up on Twitch. I do have a profile on there, and we did stream tonight. So you should be able to go on there and watch that if you want to watch it on there. Or, of course, you guys can catch all of the replays here at UGD Podcasting and Radio.info. I am on Instagram at Authentically James, and I am James Grant. Kat Kwueen?
At Kat Kwueen, all platforms.
Well, I guess I can take that TikTok off now. Seeing I don't have an account and can't get my account back, so
I can't believe y'all can't get back on TikTok. That's unfortunate.
I know, and that was no problem. So hey, I'm on TikTok too. I am James Grant.
And y'all
So
made it happen supposedly. So
Jesus, just don't mess with my money. That's all I ask. Don't mess with it. I mean, you do what you do. We just got the next 4 years to live with, but hey. But I am Tiffany, a Lady Tiffany 77 on IG, and Tiffany Miller 7 on Facebook.
All right, y'all.
all right. Until next time.
Until next time, y'all have
Bye, everybody.